Hello guys. This is like the fifth time trying to record this. I had a phone call on one of the takes. Then I did one take and the mic was muted for like 20 minutes. Fucking insane. I know. I agree, guys. But anyways, welcome to a DSP video. As you can see, I am in the Detractor basement. OG style. This is like an original Theo content. We've gone full circle, guys. We're back down here, guys. I know, crazy. Usually I'm in the Detractor bedroom, but now I'm in the Detractor basement. Exciting, I know. I'm excited too. So anyways, there's this pre-stream here. Now I don't know if I'll get to all the parts I want to get to, but we'll jump around the pre-stream. We'll jump back, jump forward, whatever it is. But this part I kind of want to get into a little bit more than the other stuff I talked about, but we'll talk about this and then we'll see where we land after that, okay? So let's get into it.
I would consider it. So there you go. But anyway, I want to get you up on the leaderboard meme. And then we next get another $1 tip. This one's from an anonymous tipper. All right, so someone utilizing the anonymous tipping function. And they say, hey, Phil, you mentioned looking forward to the authentic Italian cuisine. Did you have a particular dish you love the most? Well, I've been talking with Kat about this. And more than likely, we're going to eat Italian.
Get a load of this. So as you guys can already tell, the Connecticut trip is coming up. He is very excited for that. I've never heard DSP more excited about something than him going to Connecticut and taking a week off from streaming. I've never seen DSP sound so excited for it at all. He sounds really excited for this. New game comes out. Oh, I'm gonna play Sekiro this Friday, and it's gonna be a full day of stream, dude. Sekiro hype. This trip. I'm gonna go to Connecticut for a week, guys. I'm gonna see my parents. I'm gonna eat Italian food. My cat's gonna pet cats. Italian food. Connecticut. Italian food. Italian. So he sounds really excited going to Connecticut then, you know, playing video games on stream, obviously.
2 to 3 times, all right, seriously, because it's so good in Connecticut and we can't get it out here. All right, we're definitely going to be getting pizza from the local pizzeria that I absolutely love in Bridgeport.
Now I like how he's Italian and he's craving Italian food, but goes for pizza, pasta, you know the very like stereotypical Italian foods. Because I'm sure that's all Italians eat, right? They only eat pasta and pizza. They don't eat anything else, just those two things. Well, obviously.
This is the pizza that I actually grew up with. And I ate it pretty much, I would say, at least once a month. Absolutely love it.
Once a month he ate pizza. Oh.
Love it. So we're definitely going to get pizza from there. More than likely, that won't be a day we eat out or anything. What we'll do is we'll order, and Kat and I will go pick up the pizza and drive it to my parents' house.
That won't be a day we eat out. We'll just go out, get the pizza, and then bring it home. Well, I mean, you pay the same price.
Well, basically like delivering pizza, and we'll all eat pizza together, which will be pretty cool. One day, I believe we're going to go to an area of Connecticut where there's this other Italian restaurant that I've gone to that has a brick oven pizza. So maybe we'll order like a brick oven pizza, a small, just to have it, and then we'll probably they have really good like big Italian dinners and salads and crazy authentic Italian stuff.
Salads, crazy Italian stuff.
Probably we're gonna do that one day. And then there's
I wonder why I can't name any other Italian dish other than pasta and pizza and salad. You got me.
Possibility is a third Italian restaurant that honestly I think their pizza's just okay, but I think their other dishes are incredibly good. Like, they got really good chicken dishes, really good pasta dishes.
Oh, chicken dishes. That's what Italians are also known for, chicken dishes, because that's so unique and culture and Italian. Chicken dishes. Are they like a dish that's made of chicken?
We may do that. Because the thing is, like I said, out here in Washington, we don't have any of this. There's like one Italian restaurant here that's half decent. So we're going to be going to all the authentic places, you know, that I am aware of.
Yeah, he's not gonna do the fake.
Now, outside
places.
of that, you know, I don't know what else we'll be eating. I don't know, you know, I'm not going to give you guys details on much else because, like I said, it seems to me that the less we tell you, the better. And I hate to say this, but it really seems to have been that the less details I give you about my personal life with Kat, the better our life has been.
The less details they give, the better. Well, let's keep that in our minds.
We have kept most of, if not all, the stuff that we've done together offline, out of the public eye of anything, on purpose to stop drama. All right, and I'll give you guys a perfect example here. All right, I'll be very honest. In the last year, on one of our dates,
he's gonna be very honest, guys. This is him being honest with us, not telling us what he did. This is honesty.
Off that we took, we drove into Seattle for the day, and we went to the Space Needle, and we went up on to the Space Needle, and we saw Seattle, which was nice, and we did a couple quick touristy things while there, and we drove back.
Now, he said that. Oh well, we went there for the day. I'm positive that somewhere on his channel, he told us that he can't spend a day in Seattle. Like, to go there for the day is a waste of time because you're not gonna have enough time to do anything. I'm positive he told us that. Like, he told us that if I were to go to Seattle, it would have to be more than a day. Now, I'm pretty sure he said that. You might take my word for it and take it with a grain of salt. If someone finds it, please post it in the comment section below. Big ups if you find it, but I'm pretty sure he told us that. And if you think about it, you might say to yourself, but Theo, when was the last time DSP took multiple days off? When? Good question. There was a time in January and December, like between that period of time, that DSP happened to be really sick. He was sick for an entire week. Odd, right? It's very odd. What if, Theo theory, DSP went to the Space Needle during that week? It fits in with the supposed claim that he doesn't want to spend a day in Seattle. He would have to drive in there, spend a few days. It would line up, and then he was spend enough days in Seattle, then drive back home that one Wednesday night, that one oddball Wednesday night where he randomly decided to play Minecraft. So let's take a look at that video for a second. Mighty D found it. He had it on his channel, and we're gonna listen to some of it because there's something I want to talk about.
Keep in mind, guys, that these streams are supposed to be interactive. Who play this game long term, liking it? Then I mean, wouldn't you be incredibly frustrated if at any moment you could save your game and load and then just
now
die?
See how he's talking? You're like, sounds like he's tired. We're getting into the Theo theory territory, guys. This is some major theories here. What if he wasn't on medications? What if he was just sleepy? It's a decently long drive. Let's say it's 40 minutes. But this stream was at late, whatever, and maybe he was tired. He had a busy day that day. He had to go out, eat food, whatever. Then he had to drive home. Maybe what he did was tell Kat to stay in the hotel, and then he just drove home. It was like, Kat, you stay in the hotel, okay? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go home and do a stream and be like, oh, see, I'm sick, guys. And then here he is. He's doing this like, oh guys, he's just tired. He's a tired boy here.
Instantly, it doesn't even make sense, right? So I had no lie, I had like level 27, 28, and I'm down to level 7 experience because the game fucked up. I did nothing wrong at all.
He just sounds sleepy. He doesn't even sound like he's on drugs. He sounds like he's sleepy. So maybe the drive got him tired, dude. So there you go.
Back the same day. It was a very quick thing. Bing, boom, bam. Our days
very
off,
quick
one
thing.
Day off a week. We don't get a lot of time off to
very quick thing.
Do anything. Okay. So it pretty much was just one fun day outing.
One fun day. Now he told us many times in pre-streams. I'm positive you can find this for sure, but in pre-streams he literally tells us, oh, on my days off it's boring. We just walk around. We just walk around, dude. We just go around. We just walk around. It's very busy, not fun at all. We barely have time to have fun on our days off, dude. We do errands. We do chores on our days off. It's never fun. Oh, on my days off, we went to the Space Needle. It's pretty fun. Kind of doesn't go with what you tell us then. I mean, the thing is that if you didn't want to be called out for going to the Space Needle and shit like that, maybe don't be such a drama queen the whole year. Uh, the days off, we never have fun, guys. We never have fun because then if someone finds out you do something fun, it's gonna be more dramatic than it is. I mean, the other thing is that he goes on stream every day. I could lose the house, guys. I could lose the house. You don't want me to lose the house, guys. My finances are very tight right now. I don't want to lose the house. I don't want to lose the goddamn house. Oh, I just went to Seattle for a day. Who cares? And it's like, dude, you tell us every day how you can't afford new video. He tells us he can't afford new games. He couldn't afford Dead or Alive 6. He couldn't afford to buy the Top Gun game, whatever. Not Top Gun. Oh my god, the airplane game. The one that the guy kept cheering about. He couldn't afford that. He couldn't afford to play No More Heroes, Travis Strikes Again. He can't afford to play any of these games. But he could afford to go to the Space Needle. Now, obviously everyone's going to be like, well, that money could go to taxes and this and that, and which is valid. It's a valid criticism, but to me, I'd be more upset that that money couldn't go into buying a new game for his business, you know? He tells us, oh, I don't know if I'll be able to afford Red Dead Redemption 2, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to afford Devil May Cry 5, man. I don't know. Literally baiting people to cheer $60 to magically afford these new releases, but he can afford to go to the Space Needle. But not to buy a game for his business. And this is something that Tevin has also been kind of saying a lot, is that when he moved to Washington, he didn't buy a new TV for the business. He bought the TV for wrestling. He upgraded the TV to do wrestling, but didn't upgrade the TV for his job. He could afford to go to the Space Needle, but buying a new game for his business? Fuck that, I can't do it, man. Okay.
Alright. Now, I never told you guys about this, because it's really no one's business, and...
It's no one's business, but it's our business to know about the taxes, about how we could lose the house. Why is this not our business? Shouldn't we know how you're spending your money? These people are giving him money, and he's like, well, it's not your business to know how I spend it. I'm sorry, but if I'm gonna give you, like, let's say let's say I'm a fucking whale. I'm a whale man. Toot whale boy here, and I was gonna give DSP 20K. Let's just say I'm gonna give him 20K just willy-nilly. I kind of care. I'd probably kind of care if he's gonna spend the money on this kind of shit. If he's done this stuff behind the scenes and lied to people about how he can't afford new games, I probably would not give him the 20K, honestly. And I would also say that this would deter me even more. Because if he told us that he was going to Seattle to the Space Needle, that's to me, I'd be like, oh, at least he's telling us that he's going, and he could say, well, I know that I should be saving money for the taxes, but I want to do something nice for Kat, and I really want to go to the Space Needle because I really want to do something nice for her. She came here and this and that. And that would be fine. You could still be held under scrutiny and being called out and shit. Fine, fair enough. But at least he's honest about it. So it's a little less bad than him not telling us and pretending to be poor all the time. This is just even worse. And DSP just has a knack for it. He has a knack to making a bad situation sound worse than it actually is. And I don't know why he does it. It's the same thing with State of Decay 2. He was in a situation, he made a tweet that people were making fun of him for, and he responded to it on pre-streams and said stuff that's even worse than what he said in the tweet. And I don't quite get what goes through his mind, but he says stuff that makes the situation worse. I don't know why. I don't know why he does this. Someday he's gonna find out that maybe him acting like he's a homeless guy in a house was a bad idea, but he's probably gonna learn that lesson when he's on his deathbed. I mean,
No, that if I had told you publicly about it, people would have basically found a way to twist it into something bad.
But this makes it sound worse. Because at least the other way, like, yeah, people might say this sounds bad and shit, but at least you could always rebuttal with, well, at least I'm honest with you. At least I'm telling you I'm doing this, and I'm telling you why I wanted to go to the Space Needle. That's infinitely better than not telling us and pretending to be a broke boy for a fucking year.
Right? So, during my marathon, not this month, remember this month I did a retrospective, it was last month in February. I guess somehow the desktop of my computer got flashed during the stream. I don't know how, because I was capturing the browser. So don't ask me how. I guess it must have been a glitch with OBS where it accidentally captured my desktop or something. Okay?
Or something.
And when it did this, there were a few pictures from when we had been at the Space Needle. They were titled Space Needle, and it was me and Kat posing in front of the green screen or whatever when you go to the Space Needle. So, this is what I mean. This is how crazy these people are.
This is crazy, apparently. If you did this, you're insane. You should be locked up, dude. This is insane what you just did, guys.
These fucking people now said, Phil went to the Space Needle with Kat, didn't tell us, and he always tells us he doesn't have any money. He spent money. He went to the Space Needle and spent money.
You literally can hear his jowls flap in that. But the thing is that maybe people wouldn't call you out and saying, "Look, you spend money if you stop acting as if you're gonna lose the house." Then he tells us how he's gonna lose the fucking house. How do you think it's gonna respond? Like it's one thing to say, like, guys, money is tight right now. I'm doing okay right now. Whatever, if you tip me, support me, that's fine, great, whatever, and leave it at that. Fine. But instead, he tells us, I overdrew my bank account. I'm having trouble paying the bills. I can't buy new games. I could lose the house. This and that. All these extreme nonsense. So when you go to these extremes, and if you spend money, you're gonna be called out for it. Now, you could say that, the amount of money to Seattle is kind of nothing in the grand scheme of things. Fine. Sure. Whatever. But if you're going to these extreme lengths to say, I could lose the house, I'm getting overdrawn, this and that, you're gonna get people analyzing that and doing this. Now, the thing that is insane about this is that he can't really respond to it. He doesn't have a rebuttal to this. So instead of trying to explain it, instead mocks the people who call him out on it because they're only holding him up to his own standard. Now, and this is exactly why I don't go after this information that people find behind the scenes. Like, oh, look, we found this on the insurance card or whatever. That kind of shit. Where people, find information by diving online and all this other stuff. Because that opens the door to DSP saying, well, that's a detractor meme. There's no evidence of this. This could be doctored. Blah, blah, blah. It always opens the door for that. But if you watch DSP hold his own narrative to him, it's gonna fall apart because a liar, you can always see through a liar. The thing is that eventually the lies all come crumbling down. Now, that kind of happened to DSP years ago. That's why his chat's full of people who are dumb, who are retarded, and they can't really have any critical thinking. They don't really think critically. They're very dumb. If DSP said the sky is green, they're gonna believe him, pretty much. Now, I know some people like say, "With you, that's not gonna happen." Blah blah blah. Well, it's a saying, guys. Snake laugh. Now, the thing is about this that's also kind of funny is that he has a fucking cluttered fucking desktop. A cluttered desktop. You can see his driver's license in it. You can see all kinds of information that you probably shouldn't have on your desktop to be visible to anyone. This is something that you kind of learn when you're a kid. I was 13. I know, crazy. I was 13 once. It is what it is. And I was a dumbass kid on the internet. I was a fucking idiot. Now, I was on the internet looking at porn. Oh, I was looking at porn. My mom was calling me for dinner. I was like, oh, jeez. And the computer was an old computer, so it was like significantly slow. So my mom comes down. I was like, oh shit. And as she comes in, I was like trying to block the computer so she wouldn't see I was seeing some naughty stuff. You know how it is being a teenager. You're just discovering shit. I was like kind of like covering it up. It was a very, very tough time for me. It was very awkward. And after that, I learned my lesson. I was like, I'm never gonna do this again. I'm not gonna do this, during these time periods. I'm gonna just do it, when everyone's asleep. So whatever. I learned my lesson when I was a kid, and I also learned my lesson with organizing my desktop because you don't want a fucking messy laptop. This is stuff that you learn when you're a kid. Now, DSP, a fucking boomer, is 37 years old, and he never once thought, maybe since I'm streaming on my desktop, maybe I should put all this stuff that's on the desktop in a folder so no one can see anything. That never came across his mind. Or even delete some of the stuff. Some of the stuff there is like old information he doesn't need. Now, I guarantee that's what's going to happen, but it's just dumb that it took him this for him to learn that.
And it's like, this is so insane. So just think about this.
It's insane. It's insane to listen to a guy say that he could lose his house, and then when you find out that he took a one-day vacation to Seattle, like, wait a second, you spent money. I mean, again, if I was like a guy that was giving DSP like a lot of money to save the house, I'd probably be a little bit like upset that he didn't even spend the money on his own fucking job. Like say what you will about it, that money not going to the taxes, but think about it. That money could have been spent on new games for the business, new shit for the business. He could have bought a fucking PS4 Pro if he saved up the money. But no, he has to go to the Space Needle, guys. It's very important.
I live near Seattle. It's a 45-minute drive to get into Seattle. That costs nothing. All right.
No one's
I
saying
went
the
to Seattle
drive
for the day. Went to the Space Needle, which isn't super pricey, by the way. Went up,
It's not super pricey, by the way. Well, people like crunch the numbers. I think the tickets they got was like a day and night thing. So I think it was like at least $60, if not a little bit more than $60. It's between 60 and 90, between there. And he's saying, well, it's not pricey. Then why not buy a new game? If you have the money to spend to go to the Space Needle, you have money to buy a new game. So why are you telling us you can't afford the new games then? Okay.
We did a couple touristy things. We got some food while we were there, and then we came back home.
Oh, we got some food too, because money apparently does not pile up. So if you went to the Space Needle and went to add food, those two prices never add up in your wallet. Never. When you go to the Space Needle and you go to eat dinner, that's two different things, dude. It doesn't affect the finances at all. Come on.
So it was basically a nice day out for us, okay? But
a nice day out during a day that is not fun, and they do nothing but errands and walk around and do nothing fun and never spend significant time with each other. It's one of those days, right?
These idiots, they twist it into... Phil must have spent thousands of dollars in Seattle that day,
Oh, yeah, that's what people were calling him out. That he spent thousands of dollars. This is what... He knows he cannot have a good response to this, so instead he heightens the detractor memes and what detractors have been saying about it to unreasonable lengths. This is what he does all the fucking time. When someone calls him out on stuff, he's like, oh, I am not eating caviar, and I'm not in an ivory tower, I don't have an offshore bank account. No one ever accuses him of that. Seriously. I mean, they might say that as a joke, but they don't say it seriously. And DSP is like, they're saying that I spent $1,000! No one has said that. No one thinks that. No one thinks you spent $1,000, Dark. Don't worry. People only assume that you spent money that could have gone somewhere else. And you went to a place that's nice, and while claiming that your bank account's overdrawn, you could lose the house, and this and that. So I kind of consider this as projection, because I feel like he is exaggerating what detractors are saying in the same way that he exaggerates his own situation. I mean, as I said, I think the tax situation is bad, but I don't think it's as bad as he says it is. I think it's an inconvenience to him. I think he can afford it. With the amount of money he's gonna make, I guarantee he's gonna be in the house in May. Guarantee it.
He tells us he has no money. Then he went to Seattle and spent thousands of dollars. It's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? It's like I said that already. What the fuck, man? I told you guys on stream that I am overdrawing my bank account. I could lose the house, and then I go to Seattle for a day, and you guys call me out on having expendable and on disposable money? What the fuck? That's fucked up, man. I should be able to tell you that I overdrew my bank account and go to the Space Needle in the same fucking year. Okay.
Are you talking about? You know what I mean? It's just insane, you know? But that's the bottom line, is that's what these idiots do. They take little innocuous things from real life and
innocuous. So go to the Space Needle, it's innocuous, small thing, not a big deal. Guys, my taxes, I could lose the house. I could lose the house, but I only dumped $60 at least on the Seattle trip. But you guys need to dump $1,000 onto me to save me from the taxes so I could keep the house. Sound good?
Giant, overblown, dramatic garbage. That's just, you know, a common person would hear this and say, oh, that's something nice. Phil lives, you know, right outside Seattle, and he took
well, the thing is, as I said, people would have said that if you were honest about it, since you were so afraid to tell your own viewers that you went to Seattle. It kind of comes off the other way. It doesn't come off that way. It comes off sleazy, and it comes off manipulative and exploitative. Man, it's like what people have been saying about you for years. That you exploit your situation to make extra money and waste money on nice things. This is exactly what he did with Panda Lee. And this is why, like, a lot of the OG detractors that were around in the Leanna days don't give a fuck about his finances. Because when he was at Leanna, during the copyright strikes and all this stuff, he took pictures of going to nice restaurants and all this shit while claiming that he needs money. And I'm glad to see that lifestyle is still alive and well with Cat. It's just now it's more sleazy and not transparent and more manipulative, because why would he be honest with his fans that give him money?
Girl into Seattle for the day.
And all of this. Also, let's ring this back around to what he said about Tim Schafer. He called Tim Schafer a thief. Oh, he's a thief. He took all the money. Where did the money go, Tim? Where did the money go, Tim? So he calls Tim Schafer a thief. But he gets all this money from his fans and all this stuff. The money is his money, dude. To save the house, to save him from the bank account being overdrawn, and to pay the bills. And then he goes to Seattle. So he kind of stole the money, dude. Now, of course, he could always say, well, these funds are my funds. You guys are, oh my god, sorry, I'm like rocking back and forth here. These funds are my funds. I gotta spend them the way I want to spend them. I'm not promising you a product like Tim Schafer did. But the thing is that he tells us all the time that these tips, the tip money, the cheers, and all this stuff goes to paying bills. I'm sorry, Dark, but no one paid you to go to Seattle. They paid you to pay your bills. So technically, he did steal people's money because he spent money on stuff that wasn't included on what he tells us that the tip money goes to. So, okay.
You know, showed her around, went to the Space Needle or whatever. That sounds like a pretty normal thing a normal person would do. But these idiots, that's it. It's like World War III with that.
But those normal people don't tell us that they're going to lose the house and expect us to give them like thousands of dollars. Just saying.
I'm like, oh my god, Phil didn't tell everyone publicly he went to the
And this is World War III. They're blowing it over. They're over dramatic about this. Even though I told you guys I could lose the house. Okay. Sure. Why not?
Needle. It's like, you're out of your fucking mind.
Out of your mind.
You know?
I love that him losing the house is reasonable, rational, understandable, logical, solid. saying that he went to the space needle and he lied to his fans about the money and this and that. That's ridiculous. That's over dramatic, overblown. When that money could have gone to his bank account, it could have gone to his bills, could have gone to all this stuff, right? Okay.
Seriously.
I mean, again, he doesn't really explain anything. Instead, he tries to deflect it with shitty logic that doesn't apply to him. He's willingly ignoring that he has begged for money and ignored that he tells us every day that he's at risk of overdrawing his bank account. He might have to lose the house. He ignores that. I know, that's really funny, right? I think it's funny.
Out of your mind. So that's what I mean. You know, you're asking me about, gee, what else will you be doing when you go to Connecticut, Phil? You want to tell us? I'm not telling you anything. I seriously can't tell you any specifics of what we'll be doing, when we'll be doing it. I can't.
No, I like that. So this is weird, and it might blossom to a theory, but we'll see what I have to say. Oh my god! So he tells us that this whole trip to Connecticut is being funded by his parents, Mama and Papa Burnell. Darkside Mama, and Darkside Papa are paying him to go to Connecticut, and paying for the food, paying for the hotel, paying for all of this, which is a weird thing for parents to, whatever. So they're paying for all of this. But he can't tell us what he's going to do, even though he told us that the money is coming from his parents. I wonder why. He can't tell us. I thought his parents were paying for it. Okay.
Because the bottom line is these idiots are so insane that they...
Well, this is not really a theory. I can't claim ownership of this theory. This is everyone's theory, so... This is everyone's theory. The tax fundraiser, the important fundraising stream on Saturday, is to fund the trip. Or to get excess funds, because maybe the parents are paying for half, and he's paying the other half. Maybe it's like a deal that they made.
They will actually take any little snippet of information and find a way to twist it into something horrendously bad. And I'm not going to do that. That's why I've kept my private life.
This literally didn't have to be twisted badly. It's just that he didn't tell us this. He told us how he's overdrawing his bank account and all this stuff, but that's okay. Okay.
With Cat out of the public eye for over a year now, and it's gone really well. So sorry that I can't really share any information with you guys about any kind of complicated
stuff. Look at this. Rascal Blacktail says, could you imagine being bothered by what other people decide to do with their money, i.e. giving it to an online streamer? Well, Rascal, I don't think anyone gives a fuck about people giving money to streamers and all that stuff. No one really gives a fuck about that, but if the streamer starts saying, oh, I could lose the house, guys. I can't pay the bills. I'm overdrawing my bank account. You guys need to give me a lot of money. Maybe if the streamer does that, people are gonna kind of care. Okay.
I can't share any information with you at all, because the little bit I do will be the undoing of everything. You know what I mean? So
it'll be the undoing of everything if you know what's going on behind the scenes. Kind of suspicious, right? As I said, when he started bragging about having secret information he can't tell us, it comes off more shady than telling us. Like, it sounds more dishonest, sounds more sleazy and shady and exploitive and manipulative than if he were to tell us what he was doing. So I really don't think this panned out for him, if you ask me.
If anything, after the trip is over, then maybe I can tell you guys. I come back and do a vlog, a special stream, a vlog to tell you guys about.
Oh, he's gonna do a special stream, yeah, like the stream where he's gonna have. What was it? We're gonna learn about Cat. It's gonna be one of those streams that he hypes up and it dies, probably.
How the trip went or something, But I can't do that now. Not before the trip. That would be like insanely stupid.
Why? Why can't you tell us? You told us that the trip is being funded by your parents. Okay. And we already know that he's going to the zoo, he's going to the malls, he's going to the old romps of his lifestyle, etc. But okay.
I know how these people operate, okay?
Haha.
Yeah, here you go. Philly Buckeye in the stream chat just says the detractors are already making things up that you're doing this marathon to make enough money to go to pay on a very expensive vacation with Kat. No, again, I've said this a million times.
Well, the thing is that Philly Buckeyes, if you use your brain a little bit, everything seemed to lines up perfectly. The taxes are due April 15th. I mean, which is, I'm sure it's true. I mean, you could kind of prove it to be true very easily just by looking online. Whatever. But it's just funny how all that he's going to Connecticut in April, when all the taxes are going to be paid for and all this other stuff, it all lines up oddly well. But whatever. Whatever. But whatever.
Times this upcoming trip, I'm not paying for it all. This is my parents.
So then why don't you tell us what you're doing in Connecticut then? If your parents are paying for everything, why can't you tell us? Okay.
Bill for everything, for the plane, for the transportation and everything, because, I can't afford it, and they want to spend time.
I can't afford it. But he's able to afford going to the Space Needle, apparently, because that makes sense.
Me and Kat, like I said, the whole purpose of this trip is to spend time with them so that Kat gets to meet them and spend time with them before it's a bad reason to go. Like, right now, my parents aren't in the best of health, but at the same time, they're not decrepit and falling apart. You know what I mean? So, now
I like how in the Thanksgiving video, he was like, my parents, they're ill? They're not telling me what's going on? Shit's going on, man. I need to see them because, they're not doing so well. Now, the trip evolved to them being a fun time, meeting them while they're still healthy. It's going to be a positive trip. Even though he told us that they're not doing so well and they're not telling him the sickness that they have. Oh, okay. And as I said, I knew he was going to weasel his way around it by saying, well, they're not super healthy, but they're healthy enough. So that's the rebuttal. If you tell him, DSP, you said that they were sick and this and that, and now you're saying that they're healthy? What the fuck? He's going to say, no, man, I said that they were unhealthy. They're not healthy enough to go on an airplane. They're healthy enough to walk around and shit. They can still see me and all, but they're not healthy enough to be on an airplane. See, they're not airplane safe. They're walk around safe.
It's a good time to go visit them, so that the next.
Which is kind of odd because I had a grandparent that was able to fly across the Atlantic Ocean, and she was like, what? I think she was in her 60s, 70s, and she was able to handle an airplane ride just fine. I don't know, maybe it's the Greek DNA. Maybe the Greek genes are very durable and sturdy. Maybe that's what it is. The Italians got the weak shit. They're a bunch of pansies. The Greeks have the sturdy, strong genetics. That's why I look so young. It's the Greek genetics.
God forbid the next time something horrible, at least we've got to spend
Greeks
some
rise
good
up.
quality time with them. You know what I mean? And the other purpose is to show Kat around Connecticut so she gets to see my roots, where I came from and everything.
My roots, where I came from. Why the fuck would you care? Why the fuck would you care? I don't know. And it's fucking Connecticut. What's so special about Connecticut? Connecticut is like the most boring state you could. Well, actually, I take that back. It's not that boring, but it's not really that cool. Hey, baby, I'm from Connecticut. Amazing. Connecticut is amazing, guys. It's an amazing state, perfect state. Take your girlfriends to Connecticut. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. What are you from? Fucking whatever.
It's a really nice trip, and it's a really nice thing my parents are doing for us. That would not have happened if they didn't. Think about it. I've been here since the last time my parents visited was 2016. I haven't gone anywhere since I've lived here. I haven't gone anywhere, right? I don't have money for it. So that's why how ridiculous this whole situation is. People making shit up, right? They're morons.
No, of course, the trip to go to Connecticut's a more pricey trip, which is fair enough. I'll give him that. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll be a nice guy about it. But the fucking Seattle trip is the same amount of money he could have spent on games for his business. He could have put that money to the taxes. He could have put that money in many other places. But instead he goes to Seattle. Of course.
But anyway, it is what it is. That that's basically as much as I can tell you at this point. Like I said, after the trip's over, sure, maybe like I said, when I come back, I'll do a special stream where for a couple hours I'll just tell you about all the trip and all the fun stuff that we did.
No, I guarantee what that stream's gonna be. Oh, I can't tell you everything. It's gonna be like that big that thing that happened last year with Comey that was everywhere, and everyone's like, see, look, they can't tell you anything. Where everyone's like, James Comey is gonna lambaste Trump. He's gonna prove this and that, and the whole thing was, I can't tell you. That's confidential. It's confidential. It's confidential. And it was this kind of like a nothing event. That's what this is going to turn into. Everyone's going to be like, we're going to see where you went. I can't tell you anything. This is confidential. You ate food. Where I went? Confidential. Pet a cat. Confidential. It's going to be that shit. It's going to be such a waste of time.
And, you know, any information, anything that happened that was really neat, I could tell you, it would be a nice vlog, I think, okay?
Yeah, a nice vlog to brag to your audience of the nice things you did. But guys, save the house.
Okay, so there you go. Let's continue on. Bent Boxer cheered and said, have you watched the trailer to Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? It has Brad Pitt, Leo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, Bruce Lee, Marilyn Manson, etc. No. Nope. I have not seen it at all. I know nothing about it, so there you go.
Big movie fan. Didn't care about the Quentin Tarantino movie. Because he's such a film buff, he only watches trailers for mainstream Marvel movies. Because that's what film buffs do. They watch trailers for that. Okay.
An anonymous cheerer just did a 127-bit cheer. Thank you very much to the anonymous cheerer, whoever you may be.
No, I kind of like how these anonymous cheerers are the most consistent cheerers that he has. His own fans are never this consistent with cheering and tipping and this and that. But the anonymous cheers, they're always there, always giving him money.
Let's go ahead and...
But okay.
Let's go ahead and get this up on the leaderboard here.
Get him up there.
Here we go. Oh, I know. See, Black Mage C-Type in the stream chat says, it doesn't matter what I say or do, it'll be spun negatively anyway. For example, he can...
Oh my god, a fucking trick. Oh. And it got to the meme of Black Mage C-Type saying, oh, well, the church is gonna spin it any way that they want it, man. They're gonna spin it, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, this fucking chair wobbles all over the place. But this is much better than the chair in the tractor bedroom. This is a better chair, so maybe I should do more videos here. Let's see what DSP has to say about this.
Foresee the newest thing will be that he can already foresee the newest. No matter what I say or do, it'll be spun negatively anyway. For example, he can already foresee the newest thing will be that I couldn't spend even a week with my sickly parents. I couldn't even spare a week, even though it's not the case at all.
You couldn't spare a week?
It was more, it's scheduling, it's on their, my dad.
It's scheduling, but literally he told us, well, oh my god, I'm sure in that stupid vlog, somewhere he was like, well, we gotta time this, get the plan right around my schedule. But okay, it is what it is.
That still works, so it's on his half, part of it, on Cat's schedule, being able to get time off of work. It's been basically 100 factors.
But didn't he also tell us, I'm pretty sure in some pre-stream, he said that his parents are working while he's going there. So they literally did not plan the schedule around their schedule. He tells us, well, we made this, we went to this trip, he scheduled it so that they wouldn't be working, and I wouldn't be working, but then he told us, oh my god, I can't talk, that his dad is working, so they clearly did not schedule this trip around their schedule. But okay.
Factoring into this trip, but that's exactly
right.
But
it's funny that this whole thing panned out to benefit DSP more than the parents. Very weird.
It'll be twisted into something horrendously bad against me rather than the reality of the situation. That's what always happens. So, but anyway, thank you to the anonymous cheerer. You're the top cheerer of the day. Real Talk Play Apex Cheer and ask where I'm staying. I can't answer that. I can't tell you
Can't
where the
answer
hell I'm
that.
staying.
He can't even tell us that he can stay with his parents because, as everyone said, he even told us that his parents are paying for his hotel. He literally told us that already. Now the thing is that, and as I said, his parents are paying for everything. T-pose on the parents, but he can't tell us what his parents are paying for. So I guess his parents were at first like, oh, you can stay at the Quality Inn. Excuse me, Mom? The Quality Inn? No. Change it. If you don't get me a good hotel, I'm not coming, Mom. Oh, okay, Phil. We got you the Marriott. What room? A normal room. No, change that. No, not a normal room. I don't want to be with the plebs. No. Okay, we upgraded you to the presidential suite. Thumbs up to that. Thank you, Mom. You're amazing. Cat, honey, we're going to the presidential suite, dude. I mean, dude, why isn't he telling us?
That would be the worst possible thing I could possibly do.
Worst possible thing to do. Tell us what hotel room that his parents are paying for. Why? The only reason why I could see it being such a bad thing is if he made his parents pay for a very expensive hotel. Whoops.
Specifics about the trip, it would be a nightmare. Trust me. So we're not going to do that. All right. And Mr. Shahath cheered basically said that someone already has advanced copies of Sekiro and are playing them on Twitch. Of course they do.
This is good.
Of course they do. And by the way, they're getting paid to do it. Don't think for a moment they're not taking a big payday.
Why should we care? If I watch a streamer, I don't give a fuck where they get the money from. Like, why does DSP really put it on the viewers to give a fuck about how people get paid? But then when the detractors start getting upset about how DSP gets paid, oh, they're fucked up, man. They're awful people. They're mentally ill. Blah blah blah. You think those other streamers are not getting paid? You should give a fuck about how they're getting paid. DSP, if you don't want people to give a fuck about how you get paid, maybe you shouldn't give a fuck about how other people get paid. Amazing, right?
To be playing these games early, and you know that's how it is now. This is the reality of the modern era of gaming. Everybody, there's no more. Oh, look, genuine, actual.
Obviously, if you get a game early access, you're not a genuine gamer, because obviously if you're a gamer, you would say, no, I don't want to play the game early. Fuck that. I want to play on day one. I'm an authentic gamer. I am not going to play a game early, okay? No way, Jose. Yeah, I guarantee if someone came by DSP and said, hey DSP, you want to play Sekiro today? He's going to be like, oh, yeah! And then say, well, I'm not like those other streamers. I'm playing this game, but I'm not going to kiss its ass. as he kisses his ass. Typical DSP fashion.
Gamers is these fucking people getting paid to play the games early and shill them and shove them down your throat early. And then everyone else gets to play it on release day normally, but it's like, oh, you're not part of the elitist group who gets the game early. So,
again, he always likes to pose it up as the little guy versus the big guy. Oh, look, they're the elitists. I'm with you guys. I'm with you, the plebs. Which is kind of a shitty thing to kind of talk about, saying they're the elitists, fuck them. Because it kind of unintentionally comes off as you're calling everyone a pleb.
Select few golden boy gamers
who
gets to fucking play these games early, right? And I don't support this practice. I never supported it. People getting games early copies, even for review purposes, I believe it's horseshit.
He literally got early copies of games before, though. But he always finds a way to weasel around it. Always finds a way.
Yeah, we don't live in the 1990s where people need to publish fucking magazines.
He got a game for early. Well, I'm not playing it early. I'm waiting to play it on the day of release. But he got the game early, though. Okay.
Do it a month ahead of time, so they need early copies. Everyone should be getting the game exactly at the same time.
But the thing is that even without the whole meme of, oh, well, people need to know about the magazines. Oh my god, I don't know why I was like stumped there for a second, but some people might want to know how good the game is before the game comes out, so they know if they want to buy the game on launch or wait for a sale. Maybe they would like to know that ahead of time, but whatever.
All right, everyone. Everyone should be playing it exactly at the same time. And then those who are going to cover it for the internet will be able to do live streams and within a couple of days give you an honest review. And that's okay. There should be none of this early shilling bullshit. I completely disagree with the practice. And these people who are now playing the games early will be making thousands upon thousands of dollars, if not more. You know, like someone in the stream chat just said, Ninja got paid $1 million to play Apex Legends. Not surprised. That's what I mean. This is the reality you live in. So the bottom line is, guys, it's up to you. You could go watch those people if you want. No one can stop you. But you're basically supporting corporate marketing and elitism. And basically...
You're supporting corporate marketing? You're part of the establishment, bro. Why don't you be part of me, the underground? You might not have heard of me. I'm a little guy. I'm Darkside Phil. I'm not the big dogs. I'm not the establishment. Okay.
You're falling for the trap, is all I can say. You go watch those big guys who get paid the big bucks to play those games early. You fell for the trap.
He says this while he fell for the marketing scheme of many things in the past, literally, and he also watches trailers for Marvel movies and all this other stuff, but if you go see a mainstream streamer, you're supporting the establishment, bro. He fucking watches fucking Marvel movies. Marvel movies. A guy who watches the most, like, heavily marketed movies, the guy who watches that is telling us about corporations and shit like that while streaming on Twitch. And shitting on Mixer, and shitting on Stream.me. It is just phenomenal that he shits on people who are big dog streamers on Twitch, but then shits on Mixer, that is another fucking streaming site. Well, Mixer's for losers. They're the small dogs. Fuck them. But he's not part of of corporate marketing. But he takes up the ass for Twitch though. If Twitch has opened the mouth, he opens the mouth.
You basically fell into the black hole of early game promotion and the like. And basically, it's going to hurt the industry, more than help it. It does.
How is that hurting the industry? If anything, I don't think early copies ruined the industry. I think fucking microtransactions did. Free-to-play games, mobile games, these things affect the games way more than, oh, Bill got the game early. What does that do in this corporations? How does this change games? It doesn't.
Hurts things more than helps it.
How?
You make the wrong people rich, and because they're bootlickers and butt kissers.
So it hurts the industry because people who are doing the job is getting paid for it. Okay. Whatever. So the thing that doesn't affect the games hurts the industry because people that are not involved with the game development are getting rich, which makes a lot of sense. Just don't think about it. Turn off the brain. Drink bleach. You'll get it if you do that.
They get everything for free. They get everything early. They get special treatment, and that's why they bring in the big views, because they're the golden boy few, right? Is that who you want? Is that all you really want? Do you really
like how he's talking down to his chat. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? While he was able to get out of an indefinite suspension on Twitch by sucking dick. He doesn't want to say anything mean now because he doesn't want to piss off Twitch. He is afraid to criticize Twitch because he's afraid that they're gonna ban him out of spite, which is fucking dumb. I don't think Twitch will ban you if you say Twitch does some things that are bad. There are literally Twitch partners that call Twitch out for giving people special treatment. Literal Twitch partners that do that, they're still around. The only Twitch guy I know that got banned for being vocal is Tevin. And Bill. And Text. Those people got banned, but they got banned for different reasons, dude. Obviously.
Want Twitch to become a website where there's 10 people who play everything early and get access to everything, and they're the only ones who can make a living doing this, and everyone else who you love.
And I like that he says this while that already goes on Twitch. There are already people. I mean, this already happens on Twitch. Why do you think Twitch is such a big company, DSP? By luck? Soon he's gonna discover that titty streamers are still around, and they are still protected by Twitch. Someday he's gonna realize that Twitch still does their old tricks again. Their old tricks.
The genuine gamers, the people who actually care about the industry, the people who actually care about you, all right, and how you spend your money, those people, do you want them to go away because they don't get...
And I like the meme of streamers care about you. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't think any streamer cares that much about the viewer. I mean, they probably care if they are enjoying the stream and what they have to say and all that, but they're not, like, personally invested in you. Like, like, for example, me. I always enjoy my viewers being around and all this stuff, and I kind of care about if they enjoy the stream and all that, but I'm not thinking every waking moment, what's Goober thinking about? Does Goober care about the streams? Oh my god, what I need to find out. I need to know, oh my god. I'm doing this for you, Goober! I mean, it's really, like, nothing like that. I mean, they stream because they want to stream. I kind of care more about what I do than what you guys think. Because if I start caring about all my viewers and what they want, what they prefer, and all that stuff, then the stream is just going to be me just sitting like, I don't know, man, I don't know. And no one wants to see that. I like being confident in what I do. When I do art streams, sure. Let's say no one comes to them. I don't care. I care about the art. I want to do art streams. I want to do videos. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I think that's the fun of going to a streamer, is seeing what they want to do. But DSP still wants to have this dumb mentality of like, oh, well, see, they don't care about you. I care about you. Hey, Derek said Phil care about you. Okay. Okay.
Opportunities anymore, because that's pretty much what's going to happen if you know, keeps going down this this road. Just being honest here, it is. That's exactly what's going to happen. Is you're just going to have 10 people who do everything, and no.
But how's that going to happen though? The people who stream on Twitch just don't care about that. The thing is, like, well, this is what happens when you support it. So is Twitch going to kick me off the site because I'm not a big dog? That's kind of fucked up. I hope that's not the case, dude. Like, the way he makes it sound is that if, like, let's say Ninja gets super duper big, like, so big that even Trump recognizes him, does that mean that Twitch is going to come to my channel and say, hey, Theo, you're not a big dog, okay? So we're going to remove your streaming capabilities. You're not going to stream anymore, okay? Because you want only the big dogs here. He makes it sound like that's going to happen. That doesn't happen. I'm sorry. That doesn't happen at all.
Will be able to do anything, you know?
And
that's unfortunate. But that's where we'll go if you follow those trends and this sheepish mentality of, oh my god, someone's playing Sekiro 2 days early, I gotta go watch that.
Calling people sheep, which is very nice. Because I'm sure that these people love to be called sheep when they want to watch people they want to watch.
You know, well, go ahead and line their pockets with...
I mean, just imagine if people call DSP fans sheep. Oh, they're mindless. They go watch DSP and they believe... I wonder what DSP would say to people who say that about his fans. I wonder. I don't know. It's a mystery.
Money, undeservedly, and
undeservedly, he calls these people that get games early, that get paid to do what they do, and they say that they don't deserve the money they get. Imagine if there was a group of people that said that DSP doesn't deserve the money he gets. I wonder what DSP would think about that. Weird. I don't know.
You know, or you can actually, you know, watch someone who doesn't think that they're better than you, or act like an elitist, or get special.
DSP, why didn't you do this? I'm not like them, dude. Okay, I'm better than this guy. I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind.
Treatment, and we could all enjoy stuff together at our own pace. You know what I mean? That's totally up to you. There's nothing else, you know, I have to say about it. It's, you know,
it's up to you. But if you do this, you're a sheep. You're giving money to people who don't deserve it, and but it's all up to you guys. He shits on people who who watch streamers who play games early, shits on them completely, and then say, hey, if you do that, it's all up to you. What the fuck, man? That's fucked up. That's like me saying, well, guys, it's okay if you want to watch DSP, but if you watch DSP, you're a fucking retard. You're a piece of shit. People who watch DSP and give them money, you guys are like the worst kind of people on earth. You guys really are dumb. You're the dumbest of the dumb, awful people. Oh my god. But hey, if you want to watch DSP, that's fine. It's up to you, man. It's up to you. Like, imagine if I truly believed that. That's kind of dumb, kind of shitty. I mean, I know I kind of call his fans retarded, but I'm calling the ones that don't question anything kind of dumb. Well, I mean, there are people in this fan base that are kind of special, but you know, we don't have to get into that.
Always going to be your personal choice what you do with your time and your viewership. So, I am incredibly appreciative. All right, incredibly appreciative of those who come out and watch my stuff on a daily basis. As you know,
he's appreciative. These big streamers that say that they appreciate you, they're lying. Not like DSP that didn't tell us about the Seattle trip. He's the real motherfucker here. He knows what's up. He's telling us, he's being honest with us right now, even though he kept stuff from us before. But okay.
Not in any kind of a prominent viewing or you know, I'm the last person on the totem pole. You know what I mean when it comes to getting any kind of special treatment or whatever.
I don't get special treatment. Let's see. He was part of a Twitch promotional thing in 2017. 2018, he did bounty boards for a while. He got sought out for sponsorship. He got indefinitely suspended. Got out of indefinitely suspended. Let's see. I mean, I think there's something else he got special treatment on, but he doesn't get special treatment, dude. He only was able to get out of an indefinite suspension by pure chance, dude. I guess he sucked enough dick to do it. That's probably what he did. He emailed his Twitch pimp and said, "Hey, I'll do some tricks for you if you give me my channel back." He's like, "Oh, okay, you know." That's probably what happened. He probably got in contact with his pimp, and he got like upgraded from like completely being disowned to just getting a bitch slap, pretty much. He got pimp slapped. Is all.
So.
But no special treatment there.
Eternal Napalm cheers as the limb you've lost will make way for something more useful. You'll learn to appreciate its worth. I have no idea what that's a reference to, but thank you, Eternal Napalm, for the cheers. Something more useful. Okay. Eternal Napalm cheers as the limb you've lost will make way for something more useful. You'll learn to appreciate its worth. I have no idea what that's
It's a saying. But whatever.
A reference to, but thank you.
The limb is like the small guys, and if you lose them, you're gonna start to appreciate what you've lost. That's what he was saying. But DSP, you have to kind of hold his hand through sayings. He doesn't get it. You have to kind of talk to him like he's 2 years old.
Eternal Napalm for the cheer.
Eternal Napalm, you kind of think too much of DSP. He doesn't understand anything. You have to kind of hold his hand. I mean, how does his fans not know that yet? They don't know that they have to hold his hand yet? Come on, guys.
Your boy Lem has subscribed to the channel for 3 months. He says 2 months and counting. Actually, it's 3 months according to YouTube, according to Twitch. So,
are we done?
Let's see here. Oops. We're down to 482 subs. It's been fluctuating a lot recently. The other day we were down like low.
He had 480, but he went down to 482. That makes sense. Because, you know, when you go down, the number goes up.
460s, and then it shot up. So it's all over the place. But anyway.
It shot up. Okay, I guess we could talk about this. I wasn't really thinking about this, but... So, he had, like, a lot of gifted subs that brought him up to 500... whenever. Those gift subs expired, and it went back down to 460. I'm pretty sure he got gifted subs at some point, and he's like, I got up to I went from 460 to 470 to 480. What the fuck, man? Man, it's almost like people gift sub the channel. Weird, right? It fluctuates. Like, this is why I really hate gift subbing, because he feigns the knowledge of it. Like he forgets that all of his subs are gifts, are gifted subs. When he's over 500, that's not 500 genuine subs. That's 500 gifted subs. Well, not 500 total, but to get to 500, you know that he got gifted subs. I mean, I don't know why he keeps pretending that he doesn't get them. I don't know why. He only remembers the whale subs that he got from Emerald 7 and Tut. But he got, like, all these gifted subs all the time, and he always pretends that they're organic subs. Which makes no fucking sense, because everyone that watches the stream knows they're gifted. I don't know why he pretends they're not. Like, it's factually incorrect. He even tells us, I got gifted this many subs. So I don't know why he has to lie about it, but okay.
I wanted to update that before we got started. Last thing I want to do before we begin with gameplay here is I want to give a shout out to the top cheerers.
Okay. I think we're done here. Is there anything else I want to say? Well, let's wind it back a bit. See if I can jog my memory.
Blackout, Super Mario RPG, off, and then moving on from there. And anything else I really want to cover. The only thing I'm gonna say is
fuck it. I talked enough for what I want to say. So that's it for this video. I might be streaming on Twitch. By the time you see this video, I'm not completely sure. I'll put my Twitch channel in the description below anyway, so you guys could go there if you want to see it. It is what it is. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you guys next time.